Hey guys, so I wanted to do like a quick little video today to kind of talk about maybe some unexpected things that you could use in either your journaling or even in some flat mail that you're sending to a pen pal of yours. And I really wanted to make this video about things that are more outside of the box. So of course we're really used to using a lot of stickers and die cuts, and of course, like, those are really great things to include, things like this. We've got some die cuts here, some My Mind's Eye die cuts. Oh, sorry about the glare. And then you've got your stickers. And whenever I go and look for stickers, I like to make sure that I have a lot of these things that I would consider like scene builders, okay? And the reason why I do that is because whenever I'm journaling, I like what I'm talking about to be illustrated. Now, if you're someone that likes to draw and you do that in your journal, keep doing that, definitely. But I'm not so great with the drawing. Once upon a time in high school, I took art classes and I was okay, and I was 100% better then than I am now, and even then I wasn't the best. Not so great. So I've been practicing lately and doing a bit of sketching and things like that, but just not at the level that I would like. And sometimes I just really want something to add a little bit of extra oomph to my journal. Okay, so I like to use a lot of not weird, but just unusual materials. I'm going to share some of those with you today. Some of these are things that you may know. Sorry, ignore the cats that are trying to get through the door. They're crazy. And I've been trying to film a bunch of videos today, and they're just making so much noise and running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So, sorry, just ignore them. They're crazy. So the first thing is napkins. And I get these at Tuesday Morning, sometimes Dollar Tree, depending on what kind of designs they have. But what you can do, it's upside down. What you can do is actually separate them out and decoupage onto your page, and they create a really nice background, especially if you're an art journaler and you want to kind of layer things up. This is really thin once it goes down, so I like that. It doesn't bulk up your pages a lot. So I've got a couple of different examples of those. Some clocks and some butterflies. And then I have this really cool, it's like a Christmas toile. I think that's how you say that. Yeah, so it's got like little Christmas scenes. Now the next thing that I like to use is packaging. A lot of times, and I'll probably repeat this again when I get to something else in the video, but a lot of times I like to purchase items that I will get multiple uses out of. And so when I buy something, I look at it and go, okay, yes, I'll use it for this intended purpose, but then what else could I use it for? And I often won't buy something unless I can use it in multiple ways. So for example, I would buy these anyway because I send a lot of mail, but stamps, okay? So this is not one of the stamps here. However, I am going to use that packaging once it's done. I am going to take this and stick this into my journal. This one is less exciting, but there you go. I also have, let me see if I can find it in my the actual journal. I have some packaging from whenever I pulled out the bioluminescence, when I used up those stamps last year. Okay, so I have some of that. And then I will also use up packaging from stickers that I had. So Target is actually really good about this, and both of these are going to be from Target, but it's packaging left over from stickers. So I got this, I believe 2 summers ago now. It's empty, but I'm keeping this because I'm gonna actually cut these out and use them in my journal. And then this is the same. I actually had 2 packages of these, so you may have seen on Instagram a while back, I bought like a llama stamp, and I tested it out in my journal, and I cut this guy out. You can't really tell because the sticker sheet is in front of him, but he goes all the way down. So I cut him out and made him part of the journal page. And now, basically, is going to be things that you may have seen in other videos already. Oh, the cats. But if not, here's some kind of ideas to kind of, sorry, to kind of get your creative juices flowing. But if you watch my videos, you know that I love the wall decals from Dollar Tree, and they are basically just massive stickers. I like llamas, what can I say? So this guy here is pretty big. In fact, he's probably bigger than my journal, but once this guy is full, you know, he'll probably go in a future journal. I have these guys as well. Okay, and I love them. They're $1. If you were to buy vinyl stickers online smaller than this, they'd probably be $2 or $3 a piece. All right. I also love using greeting cards. And what I'll do is I'll find a greeting card that I really like with some sort of picture on it, and I'll cut this out and I'll glue this into my journal. This is one from Valentine's Day last year, and it says sending you a llama love. The llama is kind of hard to tell, but it's popped up. So what I'm just gonna do is pull the llama off and put him down into my journal. Some of you may have seen this past year for Valentine's Day, I used this one. Actually got doubles because I thought it was amazing. So if you've seen that Journal With Me video, you've seen me kind of pull this off and put it into my journal. Coffee cup and donuts. I mean, yeah, it's got hearts on it, but you could use it at any point. Okay, and then I even went and picked up some of the new Halloween ones. This one's gonna get cut up and put in there. And then when they're really big like this, I like to make them tip-ins. So what I'll do is I'll probably cut it here and make like a little strip, and then I'll glue it down here, and then this will flip in and out, and then it just gives me extra journaling space. Showed you that one. This guy is gold foiled. And when you get these cards at the Dollar Tree, depending on which one you get, so these that are just in the regular card section are 50 cents. If you get the handmade cards, the narwhal one and the llama one that I showed you, those are $1. They're considered their handmade cards, so they're a bit pricier. But the way that I look at it is, again, like a really nice pack of die cuts would cost you $3 to $4, and this is a really nice big quality cutout or die cut that I could use to illustrate my journal. Okay, so the next thing a lot of you probably already know about are magazines or any kind of like catalogs. So I personally like Breathe. This is a really old one, and also Flow. I'm sure you've seen this on a million videos. These have really great illustrations in them. And also, I've pulled out a lot from this one already, actually. So this may not be the best example. Let's get this one. Woo. So just really cute, pretty things that are fun to add to your journal. And then also catalogs. So this is a catalog for books. But what I really like about this is that it will show the covers of the books, or it will have illustrations from the books that they're highlighting. And I do like to cut them out and put them in my journal. And you can probably see, let me find, from Christmas last year, I used a lot of these kind of techniques last year. Whoops, this girl is from a magazine, and this snow globe is from a magazine. I just cut them out and glue them in, and they fit perfect with what I was going for. Let me see, here's another one. I just cut out around the trees, put them in there. Okay. I also like to save old calendars. Now, a while ago I said sometimes I'll look at something and I won't buy it unless I can use it in multiple ways. I've gotten to the point where I will no longer buy a wall calendar unless I can use it for something whenever I'm done. Planners as well. So I'm really bad at getting excited about planning and getting a calendar and staying organized, and I'll find a pretty one and I'll buy it, and then I don't end up using it for its intended purposes. I know. I have a problem. So I've now gotten to the point where my thinking goes like this. Okay, Audrey, you can buy this calendar, but you have to be able to use it once it's expired. So does it provide enough value to have some sort of use when it's done? So now I won't buy calendars unless they have something I can use afterwards. So this was actually a paper source calendar. I just cut off the bottom. This is actually my calendar from this year. So once the month is done, I just pull them off and I put them into my my scrap bin so that they can be used. Let me see. And then the one from June, which is going to be probably coming up in a journal with me video very soon, has lemons on it. It was so cute, so it's gonna go in there. I mean, totally worth it. Completely worth it. Can be used again. All right. The very last thing that I really like to use, and for some people, you're probably not gonna like this. Excuse me. Now let me preface this by saying, I work in a library, and just like anything else in this world, books get to a point where they have been damaged really bad, or they have been used so much, or their information is then out of date, and so they end up being discarded. They end up being discarded because something comes in to replace them, or they're just not being used anymore, or we need more space to bring in new items. Now, I'm not going to show you items from the library that have been discarded, because at my particular library, we have a process for that. They don't go to staff. They actually end up being either sold later by one of our nonprofit organizations to then bring that money back to the library so we can use it to purchase more materials, or they are, if they're beyond repair, they're recycled. So what I want to encourage you to do is not be afraid to use book pieces in your artwork, in your journals, in your Happy Mail. I know a lot of people out there are like, oh, you cut up that book? I did. I'm giving it another life, whereas it would have gone into the trash anyway, or been recycled anyway. So keep that in mind. Save a book. Use it again. With that being said, Dollar Tree lately in the last year has started getting these like secondhand books that they haven't sold elsewhere, and so they're buying, I believe they're buying like lots, and then they'll sell them for $1. And you can actually look at the books and you can see kind of like the retail value. Let me see if I can look on one of these. Okay, so this one, for example, it was $1 at Dollar Tree. The retail value was $24.99. So when it sold originally, let's see if I can show that to you. $24.99 in the US. Okay. It has some awesome pictures, and I am going to cut it up, and I have no shame in doing so. Just to give you an example, this creates really great background. You can use it as like a journaling card, basically. Creates a really nice background, and you know, you can use it to illustrate, you know, whatever you're talking about in your journal, in your letters. Okay. Kids books. Kids books are the best when it comes to finding material to use in your artwork or journals. This one, I actually got this one yesterday or the day before. I might have to peel the sticker off to see how much it was worth before. Dollar Tree will also put these over it, but it's this one, Radiant Bride. I'm not getting married, not even close. But what I really liked were the illustrations in here. Let me show you what I mean. And this type of illustration seems to be really popular right now. If you're really into happy planners, you've probably seen these types of illustrations with the new happy planners that came out this year. I don't know, you know, and you could put something over this that says something else. It just looks like she's reading a book. You've probably seen these illustrations with the new happy planner that has come out. There's a bunch of new ones. Bunch of girls hanging out. So yeah. So, you know, you get the idea. You can use these. And I also got this one. This is like a, I don't know, it says it's number 3, Rookie Yearbook 3, which makes me think that there have been other ones that have come out before this. But it has some great photos, but what I really like about it is you can see these illustrations around the borders of some of these that you can definitely cut out and use. You know, some really cool shoes, bacon and eggs. There was some yarn and a cat. Some buns. I know I love me some buns. So, you know, these are great to use as journaling material to illustrate what you're talking about. Okay, so you know sometimes when you think you've got yourself really organized and then you complete a project or you're in the middle of it and you realize you forgot stuff. It wasn't as organized as you thought. That just happened. So this is like a little bonus section, and there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys that didn't make it in the first cut. So shopping bags, or even, you know, like gift bags. To give you an example, these guys, I might use them as gift bags, but probably not. I know for sure there's going to be a project that I'm going to use these for, but I actually bought them because, remember, again, I thought to myself, how else can this be used? So this is going to be cut apart, and it's got it on both sides. So again, the value, it's double-sided. I get 2 of these little images per bag, and there are 4 of them. So that's what, eight images, okay? This is the side sections of the Kiki K bag. Of course I'm going to use this again. It's awesome. And then anytime I'm at Tuesday morning, I always look at their gift bags to see if they have something that's really interesting that I could cut out and use. And in addition to that, I also use gift tags. Again, this is back from the Christmas pages that I had from last year, so it's a gift tag, you know, and it's such a great image. So especially when Christmas time comes around, I always like to see what kind of shaped gift tags that they have, because they make really great die cuts, and they're usually so much cheaper. All right. Okay, so this is a Little Caesars advertisement that was shoved into my mailbox because, you know, they love to shove those coupons and store ads into your mailbox and clog it up so that you can't put actual mail in there, or your actual mail gets crushed or bent or whatever. That's a rant for another day. But this is a Little Caesars advertisement. It had coupons at the bottom, and this was the one from last year, and I love it. He's on a broom, and the pizza slices are bats, and it just went perfect with my Halloween spread. So again, look around your house, look in the trash bin, go dumpster diving if you feel so inclined, and find some unusual items that would fit into your journal or into your multimedia art or even into your flat mail that you're sending your pen pals, okay? All right, back to your regularly scheduled video. So I hope this kind of inspired you to grab some materials that are a little bit outside of the box, and I hope it gets you moving. Your creative juice is flowing, and you kind of look around your Dollar Tree or even your house for some unexpected things that you could put in your journal to illustrate it. All right, so don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, we have to do that. Do we have to do that? I don't know. Like and subscribe if you want. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.